that today. So, just a tiny bit. And you need to go there. Closer to the middle. Yeah. And it'd be helpful if I actually put my headset on so you guys could hear me. That's just an option. Hi there, Carolyn. How are you? Boy, your name is so easy for me to say. It really is. That name is so natural for me to say, it's not funny. My little girl's named that. Oh, she's not little. She's got a baby of her own, but still, my baby. Her name is Carolyn. Carolyn Jean. Anyway, how are you? Today we're gonna do some touch-ups. We got some couple paintings. I do this once in a while because hi Chrissy. I get grumpy with some of my paintings after looking at them for a while, and that was from the other day. And we'll probably finish that one. That was from the other last night's live tutorial that I watched and painted along with. We're gonna touch up that one. Something's not quite right about it. Maybe it's the tree. There's no green or anything in it. Gonna touch up this one. Some stuff not floating my boat. Something's wrong. The colors are all wrong right here. This is kind of muted and kind of, I don't know. It's a little boring. There's no life to it. Who did I watch? I watched Karen. Hey, Judy. Yeah, so, you know what? Let's play with this one first. We'll go one at a time. Or should we finish the flower first? Let's finish the flower first, because that way I feel better about it. We're just finishing up and repairing some old paintings just because if you don't feel happy about them, and they're going to just pick at you until you end up either throwing them out or stuffing them in a corner someplace. And I decided I'm not going to do that anymore because things are too hard to get now anyway. We don't like waste. We hate waste. So we like to recycle everything here as much as I can. Is this bright enough for you guys? And yes, this is a piece of cardboard. Just to let you know. But can you see it okay? You know what I'm thinking after I looked at it yesterday? I kind of sort of prefer this direction of this painting. It's just me, but I know the way she painted it. So let's go ahead and add a few little things to it. See if we can get ourselves probably in trouble, but because we're going to mess stuff up. But that's okay. Waste tape. Tape is good. We can do our best not to waste it. So I want a few more pieces in here. And we're going to start out with a little darker green. And this color right here is terrible. So let's start by maybe losing that just a tiny bit. Now, as you know, I don't paint flowers. I hardly ever paint flowers. They're not my thing. This was just a how-to that I was following. And I said, you know what? I should go ahead and give them a shot. Make sure that, and I like to support people, so I like to do challenges and stuff like that, and some of them drive me crazy. She does, yeah. I think mine likes dahlias, which are probably not something I'm going to paint. So we can add another 2 flowers. I'm not going to add one because I like odd numbers for paintings. It's kind of programmed in my head. And also, they just look better. But I'm thinking we should add one right here. So let's go ahead and put a little scrunchy thing right in here. A little something like that. And then we'll start out, got that little point right there. We'll go ahead and pull that one down from way up here. And we'll grab it a little softer. And this is an Anthony Gray leaf. I didn't follow the leaves they were painting. That's probably just me. Sometimes I lose focus and I go off in my own world. And let's go ahead and pull that one down that way. Let's give her a little more depth. And pull. And we'll pull. And we'll pull and pull. Whoops, remembering to pull that way. Straighten yourself out here. Sorry, it's kind of a weird angle for me because number one, I'm right-handed and I've been painting left-handed all the time. And doesn't really matter actually. I don't think my hands care anymore. And this thing is 2 feet off to one side. And above my chest level. So, but that's so you guys can see. I want to make sure you all can see. Let's grab just the tiniest bit of yellow. Let's bring that up just a little bit more. Maybe a little bit on the tip. And yellow. Let's grab a little bit of the English ivy, which is, oh, by the way, this painting is on cardboard. It's just a piece of cardboard. 100% craft paint. Strictly the 50-cent stuff you pick at Wally World in the little bottles. You'll see me using, I have to fix that one. You'll see me using that stuff quite a bit because I paint on a budget. Some of it's a need, some of it's a choice. I like to do what other people tell you shouldn't be doing. You know, using the El Cheapo, the craft paints, and buy good quality paint. And you know what? Paint. If you can only afford to buy the stuff at Walmart, the cheap stuff, buy the stuff at Walmart. Well, I don't know if you can right now, but you know what I'm saying. Normally, I'm not sure they're allowing anybody to pick anything right now. Rosemary, how are you? But yeah, whatever it takes to get paint on canvas or paint on cardboard or paint on paper. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks about what you're using. If you need to paint and you want to paint, even if it's just in a watercolor book, do it. Do it. When they're over there grumpy because they can't get ESPN and you're just chillax. That was cool, wasn't it? You're just chillaxing with some nice paints. And you just kind of smile. Make them wonder what you're doing. Smile's always a great thing. You just look at them and smile. They're like, what is that person up to? I do that with confrontation in the stores. I just smile at people. They get all freaky at you like, what does he want? You can, Rosemary, but there was a notification I got yesterday from Amazon Prime that they will be limiting what they are shipping right now to help people get the essentials that they need, which, you know, as well as I do, I don't believe that. They'll ship whatever they can possibly have. I think they put that because they're running out of stuff. Myself, you know. This is probably not in the look of this flower, but I wanted to put it in here. I thought that flower needed to have a little more something. It looked kind of. Oh yeah. I showed you guys a painting that I did. Oh, I put it away though. The barn that I just redid. That originally was painted with paint from the hardware store in little pint bottles. You know, the little samples you get to check to see if you like the colors. That's what I painted that with originally. And this, you know, use some brushes, detail, small finish brushes they had that I think it was a dollar store. Of course, we're talking quite a few years ago. But yeah, my sister-in-law ordered some stuff from a company and paid for it. And then she got a refund because they actually ran out of the product. And I was kind of chuckling because she kept calling up, telling me, "Oh, if you need anything, I got a bunch of, you know, like I think it was toilet paper, something like that. I got a bunch if you need any." And now I think she's gonna be calling me saying, "Listen, you got any extra? Could you share?" And I will. That's just how I am. That stuff I have always purchased most of the time online, so. Yeah, I'm feeling those better, right? They got a little more. Got a little more depth to them now. Maybe I should add a little gray to the other side, do you think? Maybe just the tiniest bit of gray on the other side? I know we didn't start from the beginning, but you know how it is. Let's finish them up. Make sure we don't leave them naked. It's laying there. We want them to feel happy about themselves. This paint has got to feel good about itself, or it gets all has a hissy fit. Hi, Jaden. I'm sorry if I missed you. I don't remember if I said hi or not. If I miss anyone, I'm sure Chrissy will tell me about it. I made Chrissy a moderator for me just because I can't always look and pay attention. And a couple weeks ago, I had a problem with the ever popular troll. So I didn't really say anything to anybody, but I had to do, you know, the timeout button really quickly on them. But when I get into my paints and I don't really pay attention, it gets hard to do that. That leaf more look more like it's got some I mean, the pedal? Leaf. It's not a leaf, it's a paddle. So it look more like it's got some depth to it, a little curve maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking I feel better about it. I think I'm just gonna add just the tiniest bit right here. Let's just add a little bit up the edge right here. Because it's kind of underneath a lot of things. You guys gotta excuse me for 1 second, I gotta take a drink. You're here, yep. I gotta mute you for 2 seconds. Uh-oh, how did I do that? Oh, you guys gotta see this. I have to share this. I got my paintbrush stuck in my zipper of my hoodie. That was fun. Sorry about that. You gotta admit, that was pretty good. What are the chances at the end of that paintbrush? Yeah, Chrissy, I know I'm choking the death out of this paintbrush. But I want to put it a little closer because my hands are a little shaky today. So gotta move the hand just a tiny bit. And I like this paintbrush. Alright. I did unmute you, right? Yeah, I did. Whiskey? Whiskey? Why did Jaden retract the message? What message did you send? Anyway. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we have 6 leaves. We don't really want 6 leaves. We can count that one as a leaf, but really it was supposed to be more of a hay looking. So let's grab a little white. Maybe we'll grab a little brown actually. Put some brown and white together. No, I don't drink. No, I haven't had a drink. August 28th will be, let's see, it was 1988 was the last time I had a drink. 32 years. I haven't had anything in 32 years. Not even a sip. Not even at my own wedding. Some people are like, is it a religious thing? Nope. Nope, I'm an alcoholic. I had a drinking problem. It's kind of deal with me with my wife. I quit drinking and we got married. It's a good choice. I made the right one. I'm not proud of the fact that I was drinking when I was quite young and ended up with a problem. Yeah, funny thing is when I was working, it's not really funny, but it's kind of a haha. A bunch of my companies that I took care of, their equipment was companies like Budweiser Distributors and Magic Hat Beer, which is a microbrewery here in Vermont. And, big alcohol distributors from here. And they're always like, oh, here you go, you can have some. It's like, no, I'm good, thanks. Oh no, seriously, it's free. No, I'm good. And the company I worked for originally started out as part of a beer company. They had 30 forklifts that they fixed themselves, and they started fixing them for their friends, and then fixing them for their friends' friends, and then the company, 1972, became a forklift company, and that's what I did for a living for 20 plus years. I was a truck driver part time after I got off the road, and then I full time mechanic. Funny thing is, I specialize in advanced electronic forklifts, robotic type, electric. Built a bunch of electric cars for people. Worked on Zambonis, things like that. Are we feeling this yet? Is this just coming, getting there? Part of the part of this channel's thing, just for your new people that have just come aboard. Um, I paint and chat, and I try to look down and pay attention. But really, it's a place for people to come and enjoy time with other friends. It's YouTube friends around the world. It lets you come and hang out and chat and discuss what's going on, and decompress and not have to worry about, oh, you hear that? That was weird. Got a little resonance in my voice for a minute. Um, worrying about, hey, I gotta go make sure I get that paint put on that part, and it's just let you come here and just do your thing. Just hang out, have fun. Excuse me. Sorry. What do you think? I'm thinking. I think it's not terrible. I think we should add a flower to it. I think we should put a flower over this pile, because we'd have to add another one. Maybe another little bud flower. Could do another little bud down this way. Gotta think about my composition here now. Let's take a peek at it. While we're taking a peek, let's grab just the tiniest bit of yellow. That's cad yellow. And we're just gonna grab a bright red. We're gonna throw the cad or yellow in with the bright red. And we're gonna add just the tiniest bit of shadow underneath this right here, because it needs one. Then we're just gonna blend that up in there like so. Let's make this big white spot disappear. Let's do the same with him. Just kind of make him feel happy. Wait, what? Looks more alive now. More buds? Alright, we'll do that. Just want to blend this white. Sorry, I'm a little scratchy. I just messed that up, but that's alright. We can fix that. We'll grab a little bit more of that yellow orange, yellow red. Became orange. Genius. Let's go ahead and put that in there like so. Yeah, that's kind of working for me, eh? 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 You went to the golf club? Golf club. Oh, the clubhouse at the golf course. Oh, okay. I was like, you went to a golf club? Had to think about that for a minute. Don't mess me up, Rosemary. Focus is not my greatest thing. Let's face it, those two words don't necessarily go together. Bruce, focus. I'm thinking on this side. I'm thinking that may or may not do the job for me. So let's make that just a tad bit bigger so it looks closer to what that. Hey, Madonna, how are you? Buongiorno. Smart aleck. I know how it's pronounced. Leave me alone. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. It was an upgrade from that. A few less tipsy people. I played golf in high school. Funny that a football player played golf, but that's what I enjoyed doing. So, wow, Diana, a rarity. How were you? Wasn't sure you knew where my channel was. Smart icon, eh? See that? You come here and look what you get. Let's see. We're gonna call that under there. Let's bring that down like that, just because we want that little extra structure flow. Maybe right there. Let's bring this one up. I know it doesn't really serve any purpose, but for me, it kind of makes me. It gives me some sense of direction, kind of, Kind of makes you feel kind of, all fluffy about it. You get that fluffy feeling. Is this the first time you ever came to one of my lives? I can't really remember. Let's paint left hand. Why not? It's there. Let's put a little something right there. And a little something right there. They don't necessarily need to go, you don't really need to connect them. You're just implying it. Nobody sees my notifications, Diane. It's not you. I don't really tell people I'm coming on. I just come on. And I know your channel, my channel is. I know you know. So I think we're pretty cool with this one. I think we can two buds. Oh, maybe we should do a third just because I see this spot right here that's kind of needing some love. I think we should do one more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need a leaf, so we're gonna add a leaf. We'll probably add something right here. No, we don't want to go too far. Maybe up here. Yeah, let's go up there. But let's make this one a little bit brighter. We're gonna do this one straight out of the box. Cereal box. Whatever you wish. Usually I try to follow his directions and put the inside in it, and Not really sure where I can put my finger. And we'll throw that one up there. And let's grab one more. Let's grab one more for the road here. Let's grab. We're just fixing paintings today. We are touching up and repairing older paintings to make them look like a painting should. You know, give it more of an identity. Some of my paintings have a serious identity crisis. So we want to make sure that we give them all proper lives and homes. Let them have some future. So we upgrade them a little bit and make them feel like productive citizens. Yeah, I know what you're all thinking. Well, this dude's really crazy. That's all right. I am. But we're good. I'm an artist. What do you expect from me? I'm going to be crazy. Sane artists have no imagination. That's the way I look at it. Wait, what? Let's see. What are we feeling? Are we feeling this is working, isn't it? And a nice thing. Let's. And just for Chrissy, we'll put that tape up there. Let's see. We got DOS angle, mallet on that one. We got the original angle, which is okay. You know what? This needs to change just a minute. Hold on. No. You'll be fine. The thing about me is I don't have any qualifications to instruct people on anything other than the fact that I am an award-winning photographer. I do have lots of those. And I can tell you how to fix a forklift. Or electronic stuff. But I paint out of sheer passion and love for it. That's what I do. 100%. And I will share everything and anything I know about it. Even if I'm wrong, I'll still tell you about it. Because to me, it's not about being right or wrong. How you paint is if you feel good doing it, then it's worth the trip. You know? There. I liked it kind of like this, actually. I think like that would be, I think that's kind of a cool looking piece like that. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking this is good. You guys think I should call it right here, or do you think I should add 2 more flowers to it? I'm thinking I don't want to muddy it too much. Although I do want to add, let's grab the little This is an acrylic pen, just so you know. It's not a black ink pen. I have run bunches of them in colors, but I don't use the color ones much. It just allows me to put fine lines in. Just to add a little something different. And then we'll come like yo. Thank you. Can I make a suggestion? Oh, yeah. Are you talking to me? Go ahead, Cressy. I'm listening. Can you make a suggestion? Speak to me. Although she is speaking in that Queen's English, so it does take her a little while to get it down to American English. I want to grab one. I was looking for my little paintbrush, but I don't seem to have it on here. Where are you? Right there. Okay. I was looking for just a tiny, tiny little paintbrush. We are going to grab just a little tiny blob of yellow. Hopefully it won't come off. It's not coming off. So we are going to grab a tiny blob of white and yellow. A tiny splash of red in it. Come on, you. There we go. That one. Right here. Just taking your... You're right. You're absolutely positively right. Let's go ahead and grab... let's add a little bit of color to that little white. Yeah, let's kind of make that go away. And hard to believe, but this is cardboard, and yes, you can do it with cardboard. And let's go into about there. Grab a little bit of white, just a tiny splash of green. And we'll kind of do this type of thing. And we'll grab some of the yellow and a little bit of darker, tiny bit of dark green, just on the edge of my brush. And we wipe that off so it's not so heavy, and then we just kind of make it go in there like so. And maybe throw a little bit this way so it looks like we kind of meant to. Oops, I hit that leaf. That's okay. We'll go this way a little bit. Make sure we make it look like we put that in there on purpose. Let's see. Let's just fix that just a tiny bit. We are going to add just a tiny leaf. I think I hit my glycerin. I didn't want to use any glycerin on this because it will mess up this paint. We will not touch that. Is that okay that way, Chrissy? Is it not? It's not so long. Yeah, I think we're good like that. I think we'll just add just a tiny bit of something in it. Let's go on this side. Let's grab just a tiny bit of something kind of blends that way. It kind of disappears that way. And we'll pull a couple little tiny little scruffies. I could pop them a little more. Yep, you're right. Let's do that. So, Judy, I bet you thought I just sat here and painted and didn't listen, didn't you? That's actually what I do. I will take suggestions all day long, unless, of course, you tell me to paint animals, in which case I probably will take those suggestions. I'm not good at animals, and I'm really terrible at doing other flowers. I got lucky with these. They came out kind of how I liked them. Of course, I wasn't really thinking hard about it. When I painted them. Oh, that's much better, isn't it? Now, here's the part that I haven't really told everybody. When I say cardboard, I mean cardboard. Brown cardboard box cardboard. Just had one side was white. So who's Moses? Do you have a dog named Moses? But hey, what do you think? We'll call that one good? Leave it alone, stop playing with it? I'm thinking we'll do that. We're not going to play with this anymore. Let's move on to the next one. What time we got? We got 42 minutes. So we're good. I got at least 15 minutes to play with one. You guys want to play with the waterfall or this one? I'm thinking this one. Dogs. Oh, Madonna has a dog named Moses. Okay, because I have a cat named Mo. I was just wondering. Mo is a massive, big, huge black cat with a little tiny tuxedo white spot on his chest. And he has one tooth. The rest are gone. So, this painting, something's bothering me. I don't mind this. That's what I needed this tape for. I don't mind this edge so much as I mind this part here. If I was going to do black and white, I should have done black and white. This isn't black. You know, this has got blue in it. The water, I think the water is right spot on. I think my sky needs some glow in it more. My rocks are not terrible. They look like rocks. I think just this needs something, a color, whether it's phthalo green or, and I want to add some brown. I think I'll start with that. Let's grab the brown. You like this? Yeah, the moon needs something, doesn't it? There's no color variation. There's no, I just want to add a little brown into this tree that's right here. I mean, the darks and the lights, I understand. It kind of seems stupid to add color right over here on the edge of the painting, but you know, it's just how it is. Gotta feel good about it. Like I said, if you're not feeling good about them, fix them. It doesn't say anything to you guys over there because you can't really see this, but to me, it feels better. far as a tree goes. It's got some personality. Yeah, we know. Hey, JCT, how are you? You doing okay, man? Don't forget, I don't say that as a gender thing. I say that as just that's how I talk. In case anybody asks. When I make that statement, it's not, hey, you're a man, hey, you're a woman. It's just, hey, what's happening? Yeah, dash out. That's puppy snack food size. What do you think? Right about here? Maybe we should add a little something. Maybe right here. Let's try to think how those look. We're using a brush that I usually use for cleaning out my bowl, and occasionally for blending when I get really. Wow, that just. You guys can't see that, can you? Give me a second. Let me know when that picture gets noticeable. Is that washed out that bad for you guys? With that moon, you can't really see anything, can you? I'm not gonna be able to fit my chair in here. Let's come down. Let's move this right here. Tell me if this gets too dark for you guys. Is that too dark for you? Can you see that picture okay? Because that's actually how that painting looks right now. Is dark like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to. You can. All right. I'm going to end up making myself so dark I can't see. Actually, I can. Yeah, that gave that moon a little. Gave it. Looks fine to you? Yeah. Welcome to my world, where I get super crazy about little tiny things and then have to sit here and fix them because they really will bug me until I do. That's not quite how I want that a little softer, a little softer. Sorry, I'm adjusting a color on my glove here. Yeah, that's what I want. Right. You see what I'm trying? I'm trying to get it to be a little like yeah. Yeah, I love full moon looks. I actually take so many moon pictures. My wife tends to get grumpy about it because she'll scroll through looking for a baby picture on my phone, and I probably have 200 pictures of moons in there. I'm thinking that feels better. Yeah, that moon feels a little better. Great place to sit. Yeah, just chillaxing. Me, I might even have a fishbowl with me. So, I think this is too light, too far back. It's almost got too much brightness in it. I think I need to darken here a bit. I think I just need to go. Oh, I don't even have black. Pretty sad when you don't paint with black. I don't paint as black with much black as I used to. Used to be black was the go-to color for me for tinting stuff, but now it's Chrissy's fault. One value darker on this whole tree. Yeah, maybe just a hair. Yep. Oops, I watered myself down. You guys all doing okay? I know you guys probably already talked about that, I'm sure. But you know what? I'm late to the game. I was here painting. I wasn't paying any attention. I mean, I was paying. That didn't sound right. You know what I mean? Let's give this just a tiny bit of darkness in here. Especially that big spot right there. Let's just bring that dark back here. Tone it down just a tiny bit. It doesn't have to be a lot toned down. Just give that tree some depth, you know? Yeah, like that. That's what I wanted. That's the look I was looking for. Just a little bit of just so the tips of that tree is just screaming. Yeah, that's basically what that was. That was some pretty watered down black. When it dries, it's probably going to be a whole lot more see-through. I did not put a lot of color paint on that. I'll show you my paintbrush if I can. You can see the color of my paintbrush. That's about as much black as I put in there. That actually has black on it. You know, it is got color. It's just super thin. You know, sorry. I just have liquid in my lungs a little bit today, so I think my filter that's on my O2 at night was dumping a little bit too much moisture. Diana, do you have anybody painting today, or do you not paint on Saturday? I can't remember if you paint on Saturdays. Is anybody painting today? Please tell me somebody else is going to paint today. Otherwise, I sit around and watch TV. I hate TV. Yeah, what do you think right there? I think I'm feeling that just the way it is. I don't want to put too much highlights on the top of this. I mean, I think we're pretty close with this one. I don't think I want to change much more. Excuse me. You have curfew hours? You must be in the... You're painting but not live. Of course not. Why would you come live to share with all of us? We love watching you. You could come live. We'll sit there. You don't even have to chat with us. We'll just watch quietly. Georgia. Spent a lot of time in Atlanta. Flying through, landing, spent 17 hours in the airport, and I drove trucks through there a lot. Mobile, Alabama was my destination, so I had to cruise on through there quite a bit. I'll be there. So, you think we're good with this one? Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my microphone. Or do you think I should maybe add just a tiniest bit in this water? Excuse me for 1 second. Put your mask on. There we go. Had to get some more water. I got 5 cats and a dog, and I'm allergic to all of them, so I spend all the time sneezing and coughing. I think we're good with this one. This was originally painted in 2018. Is it 2017? All right, so we're good with this one. You don't think we should add a bird? Nah. Let's go with a wildlife look. Stay with that. I don't want to put any bushes in it. I think just the way that's sitting is going to make me feel better about it. Yeah, that's got more of a look I like. There we go. Let's call that one good. See, this is what I do. I'm crazy. You look at a painting and you just go, it's just not, something's not floating my boat. And I'll probably just about cut it off here, because otherwise you guys will be sitting with me for another half hour or so playing with this one, maybe longer. And I know you guys need to. No, I don't have to lead now. I've got nothing going on. So I can sit right here and paint just for you if you'd like me to. Because I will do that just for you. It's totally up to you. But I'm going to play with this painting. I don't like this at all. Completely stupid in here. Ridiculous. Stupid is a terrible word. I try not to use it. I kind of Willy Wonka the trees a little bit there. Kind of pretended they were there. Used my imagination on them. Oh no, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. It's good. We've just been fixing stuff now. Would you like to see what we fixed? Because I'll come back and share them with you. Because you know I will. I'm not sneaky. What it is I have very little confidence in my artwork. So for me to tell people that I'm on is actually pretty difficult sometimes. Um, I love to share my time with you all, but why don't I move the microphone down so you guys can actually hear me? But it's hard. It's not like simple as, oh, hey, I'm going to be on this time, but then I don't feel good and then I can't show up. So I come on when I feel well and when I think people feel like watching. You know what? I got some new paint. Where is it? Right there. My daughter bought me. And yes, I'm still painting with craft paints because, well, I can't get to the art store. The art store is not selling paint right now. It is closed. You can only go to buy essentials anywhere, like, Bruce just announced it. We love you. Well, I am crazy. That's okay. Crazy's good. Crazy is a great state of mind. But anyway, my daughter bought me this craft paint. when AC Moore was going out of business, and it's called Sand. And I'm so digging the color of this tan. It really does look like sand. And we'll come back in and fix these little hills after. But let's go ahead and get rid of that right there. And if you guys, short bus is a staple. Funny thing is, I never had to take a bus to school, so I don't really know what it's like to ride a school bus to school. I'm not going to really say where I went to school because I don't want to offend anybody or anything like that. I don't want you guys to think different of me. I'll tell you if you want to know, but my wife, on the other hand, did ride to school on a school bus every day of her life. Well, every day of school life, anyway. I grew up in the city. Yeah, it's I think it's brilliant blue, maybe, probably. Yeah, it's a brilliant blue with a tiny bit of titanium white, just a corner of titanium white. Just trying to put a little more white up here, because we'd have a little more of turbulence going up here. Then we'll kind of pull this in just a tiny bit. That gray wasn't floating my boat, There's time for gray water, and near a beautiful waterfall, well, a decent waterfall, it's probably not a great place for it. Yeah, I'm feeling this a lot better. You sent you a picture? I wish you could share it, man. I love photography. That's my thing. That's what I love to do. That's where I feel very comfortable. I've published, I don't know, a couple thousand photos. I've had photos in Vermont Fish and Wildlife calendars, Department of the Interior calendar, geese. And then a bunch of books that friends put out. There. I'm thinking that looks better. What do you think? Wait. Coswina? Hello. Were we out in the garden? Don't lie, we know you were. You can still see this a little bit. So we might have sort of kind of maybe put a tree here. I'm not really sure yet, but let's go ahead and fix those trees up top. And we're going to use another, that one, another craft paint. You know me and craft paint. Gotta paint me some craft paint. I use craft paint a lot. I know it drives people crazy, but that's how I roll. Probably roll like a barrel, but no, I used to. No, the green values are terrible. This is just a flat brush, just a little half-inch flat. Just using some marsh green touched with a tiniest bit of Mars black, a little tiny bit. We're just putting a little bit of a darker shade, maybe a little bit of life in them. Not go so much with that straight soldier-looking tree. Give a little something, something. Easy. Stop it. You're going really high with that one, aren't you? Goofy. It's just a tree. You can be as high as they want to be, I guess. Yeah, that's alright. And we'll grab some marsh. Grab just the tiniest touch of the English ivy. Oh, I'm terrible at night photography as much as I love it. I would love to be able to do it better. You'll have to excuse me if I don't answer right away. It's because my phone is behind my canvas to keep it from, well, let's face it, keep it from being waterlogged with paint. We're kind of there, right there. And we'll put a little darker. Let's go a little darker right there. We're going to add just a tiniest bit of, I think it's burnt umber, right here, just on the top. Let's kind of just pull her down just a tiny bit. And we'll go over and do a few things with this. Let's bring some of these down. Kind of pull that blackness in the top up there a little bit. The darkness, not so much black, it's actually deep brown. And we'll kind of go in like this. I saw you. There you are. Brush. Brush hairs. They're shedding. So let's go ahead and fix the other side. Is that better? No? Was that green feel a little better right there? We'll fix the other. Do them like that. But we're going to fix these too. But we'll adjust those. I think we're okay there. I think I should add just the tiniest bit of brightness right there. Let's grab a little of this sand color. I don't want too much of it though. I don't want too much of a highlight up here. Just a little something on the very top. Just to give it a little bit of life here and there. I think so. Yeah, there we go. Give those rocks a little bit of depth, a little color. Make them come alive a little bit, A little bit bright right there. This is going to be completely redone. We're going to strain all that out, put in some nice rocks. I'll probably do them very similar to these, give them some nice kind of bluestone slate look, stacked, look. But let's go ahead and fix these trees over there first. Do I look confused about what Gosween is talking about? She's talking about a frog. Is that what's going on? Did I lose myself? Am I lost in the conversation? I think so. Wrong side. I was painting right-handed with my left hand. It's not so good. I kind of like that. I kind of like the little bit of depth I gave it. Oh, I thought she meant up front. I don't know. Just give me a minute. Decipher what I'm messing up first, and then we'll. Don't push me. Sounds fair. I think I might have been doing that the other day on Chrissy's. Trying to get her to fix things before she even got around to painting things. It happens. Just touching the bottom, kind of pushing the top up. It'll give you a really cool looking little tree without making much effort in it. If you just want something far away, where you don't have to think about it so much. And I know I'm talking to a bunch of artists, but I figure it can't hurt to discuss what I'm doing. Maybe I do something a little different than you do, and you're like, oh, maybe I'll try that. Can't hurt to give stuff a try, right? And we'll come back in and change these just a tiny bit. Take some of that dark out of it. Let's see. Let's go. Now. Your pictures made it really hard to pick on you, though. There we go. So we, excuse me, I'm sorry. All right, I gotta stretch this just a tiny bit. It's a little bit bright for me. There we go. This one. Yeah, yeah, I'll fix that. I think I need to add some rocks to it, so that's probably what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to add a little different color greenery in here. Let's grab a different brush so we're not. I have a little brush that's kind of all heating up. Poor little thing. But I purposely cut the middle out of it for a reason. Now I'm adding 3 different colors here. I'm going with marsh green, the English ivy, and then I'm touching into my lime. Just one corner of it, not the whole thing, just part of it. And we'll make sure we keep the lime toward the top. And this thing will give me a nice little pattern, kind of like twigs. Because of the depth of color, because of how I'm putting them on the brush, we've got a mid-tone, a deep one on the bottom, and then a light one on the top. It kind of self-highlights, really, when you put it in there. And that'll save me hours of highlighting and playing with colors. And go with that one. Of course, you're going to be able to get that paint to go on there. Hey, Shane. How are you? I'm going to have to go and add just a tiny bit of light in this one. Kind of got it just a tiny bit too dark for me. But we'll do that real quick. Just a touch of the paintbrush. Oops, we're out of paint. There, that looks better. At least to me it does. Gives it some more puffiness and some, kind of some pits and valleys, some deeps and some darks and some lights. So let's add a couple little dark spots in these. Just a few tiny ones. Maybe something down here. Just got a couple little darks. I don't want too many darks. Just a couple. Gotta have a couple. Otherwise those greens won't stand up at all. But you don't want to get carried away with them. At least that's my opinion. Maybe just a couple right here. Tell me if I'm doing it wrong. I'm not going to listen, but you can tell me if I'm doing it wrong. I might adjust. Did I make it better or worse? You know, I wonder if I could add yellow flowers to that. Or blue. I wonder if I could put a flower on that. Or little white ones. I'm trying to think. You think I should put a couple little splurts of yellow in there? Let's take a peek. What's the most that could happen that we have to go ahead and put some green over the top? What's the most? Our ever popular goldenrod. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Tell me that. Just a little something. Put a little bit of color in it. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. I left my paintbrush in the water. Good way to ruin them. Oh, somebody was chatting the other day on your channel, Diana, about paintbrushes coming apart. I think it actually might have been Ian Jackson or something. Or Chrissy. Gracie, I'm sorry. And I got one right here. Let me grab a paintbrush real quick. Let me show you. I'll show you in a chrome version. This is normal. What everybody uses. This is just a cheapie. This is shrink tubed. The shrink tubing is a plastic tubing you stick over the top. It's usually designed for electrical wiring. Where there's a connection, you put the shrink tubing on it, heat it up with a lighter. This stuff will shrink. What it does is it seals up this part right here. No water can get in right here. You can still get it at the end in your bristles. But if you buy this, you can buy it at the auto parts store, hardware stores. Look in the electrical department. They'll probably come in a box. Similar to this one. It'll have, these are just tubes. They come in all kinds of sizes and colors. You just slip your brush in there and heat them up with a lighter. I use a little torch, but they come all the way down from these little tiny micro ones, which I'm going to have to pick off the floor, all the way up to, I think the biggest one is a 1-inch. And what that does is that will seal up your brushes. I do it to all my tiny brushes. All my little brushes have them. And I never have any problems with them coming apart. So I just wanted to show that to you guys, so you know, a few tricks. Keeps your stuff, you know, especially with these where you're pounding the living daylights out of something. You can, I think I have one that's not done. A big one, because I haven't bought the stuff for them. But you can see where that is, where this is. You know, this goes all the way down to here. If you've got your brush in this much water, you're kind of in trouble anyway. That means you dropped it in the pool or something. But I just want to show you real quick. Well, I was kind of killing time too because my stuff's pretty wet and I had to let it dry for a second. Let's go ahead and add some little rocks down there. We're going to go with a little filbert. I think it's like a little tiny number 4. Let's grab a little gray. Let's grab a little gray and we'll go ahead and put, I just hit my mouth. Let's go ahead and put a couple little rocks in here. And we'll go back in and throw some brighter highlights on them. I am two-toning this, so there's a black on one side and a gray on the other. I don't know how much black isn't really. So I'm just kind of pushing up, holding the black down, you know. You can do this both ways if you're doing like ocean. You can put the white on the bottom so it's much easier for you. So you can just go in and highlight the bottom with, you know, the water lines. But it's kind of the way I like to do them. Let's see, hour and a half. Pretty close to the point where you guys are going to get bored with me. Let's go ahead and do these real quick. It's kind of a cheating way to throw in a bunch of rocks. And you can change the direction where your black lands. I wouldn't say cheating, it's just you can, you know, put your black on the top you want, the gray on the top. It's kind of what you're looking for at the time, I guess. Hopes those look like little. Add a couple more in there because that looks like a straight line. Put a couple up here. Like so. Got some rocks going. Is that a little bit better now? A tiny bit? Do I get an attaboy? Or do I just get it shut up? Either one, I'm good. Now we're just going to grab just a little tiny brush. And I'm a little bit shaky, so I hope I don't really mess these up. And I'm gotta actually put paint on the brush. It's helpful if you put paint on the brush. It's just a thought. Let's add just a little bit right here. I don't want to get carried away with putting too much in here. But you gotta put a little bit of water because the water, let's face it, is going to be around those rocks. You know? And we'll get a little bit right there. Put a couple little, oops, that was a little big, that's alright. We'll just pull that one out just a tiny bit to make it look like it was like a little bit of an inlet right there. Maybe a little higher rock in the water and it's just kind of going over it, you know. It's whatever your imagination wants to believe. Mine, as you know, is pretty vivid. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch anymore, I don't think. I think we're pretty close to that one. I think we'll leave those rocks alone. What? What are we talking about? Are we talking about Ian Jackson? Because he did paint yesterday. I did see him. I missed him. Alright, let's see. Let's grab. We're gonna go dark. We're gonna go dark. Let's grab some gray. Maybe grab just a splash of white while we're at it. I am. I probably should be using a flat for this, not a filbert. Goofy. I didn't get a notification he was on though. I sent him a message and told him that I didn't get any notification that he came up. When he painted on his own yesterday, which I always, well, for some reason I'm not getting notifications from a lot of people. I hardly ever get them for Chrissy when she's on. And I have the bell on. Heck, you were live the other day, Diana, and I knew you were live because I had just chatted with you. And my Facebook says that you were not even on. No green or red live thing or anything. So I don't know what's going on there. Alright. We'll get these dark parts of these rocks in real quick, and then we're just about done. Just about finished up, so you guys can throw me out the door and get rid of me. Now, Chrissy says I'm staying outside watching her videos for now, and I have to stand outside on the porch and watch. She's not even going to clean the windows for me. She's going to make me stand out there in the rain. Too much of a pain in the butt. Joe told me I'm never getting out from underneath the bus. You know how it is. It does get occasionally crowded in there, though. Let's grab a little bit of sand color. I like that beach sand. Let's throw a little bit on the rock just so we have some. It's not going to be super noticeable, but we know it's there, so it'll make us feel better about it. Oop, that was a bunch. Let's go ahead and spread that over here. Might have to come back in and touch that up a little bit with some dark, but maybe we're okay with it. Are you still having problems with that? I've never seen. Why'd you put that? That's weird. Oh, I keep forgetting that I have a chat thing up here. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had one the other day. Kicked my brain right out of everything. Let's see. We feeling this yet? Are we pretty close to feeling happy about this one? I think those rocks look a lot better. And I see this tree, but I don't know if I want to add a tree right there. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's pretty close to what I like the look of. Oh, I just glitched, so I guess that's telling me to get off. I gotta put something there, but I don't know if I should put a big something or a little something, just tiny something. Gotta put something. Don't know if I want it there though. If I should put a tree. I should play with a tree or just leave this the way this is looking. I do see something that's bugging me though. That kind of stopped really abruptly. And we'll just kind of blend it on in here so it's there, but it's out of finger paint. Yeah, that's better. A bush would be better. Yeah, okay. Let's add a bush. Let's grab. Ooh, we could go with. No, it's not dirty a fan brush over that. Let's go with this. Let's go with a nice. Let's go with a nice something. Let's get out of that crap. Got into the glycerin again. Gonna mess up my paint if I'm not careful. I only use that stuff a little bit, very little, like super sparingly. Like if I put an eyedropper and stuff. But a third green value? Yeah, except for one small problem now. I have zero sap green right now. Nothing that's even close except for the English ivy. And that's more of a yellow green. Kind of running. I have phthalo blue green, but it's wicked blue colored. You're right though. I really do need to darken that edge. Let's grab the English ivy and add brown to it. I know it's gonna be kind of an ugly color, but let's see what it will do. Maybe we can make pretend it's there. Let's see if I can get the other side to do the same thing. If we make our mind think it's there, we'll just. I got some burnt umber and a little bit of the English ivy. Let's kind of just stretch it over just a hair. We don't want to outline it. I'm thinking that's better, right? Magenta. No, I'm not putting magenta in there. All right, let me just throw these couple little twiggies in here, and then we'll call her good. I'll be out of here. I'm not putting dark purple in my painting. Go leave me alone. Mostly because, well, I ran out of that too. They're really not letting me. They're not letting my wife go anywhere near the art department at Walmart or anywhere else. It's stupid. It's like some of us need art to survive. I don't care what they say. It's how I stay sane-ish. Well, saner. Oh, okay, as sane as I can possibly be. So I like this shape, so I don't want much there. Let's grab gonna add this dark first, and then I'm gonna add a light color. Now I'll grab the white, maybe a little bit of the sand. Yeah, we'll go over that. Cut into the green. That's bad. Stay out of the green. Oh, bye, Diana. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be rude. Thank you for stopping by. I'm almost done anyway. Because my arm's about to fall off. Yep, we're going to let that dry for a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and do a couple little things when we touch it up. I think I'm okay with that look. Come up. And pull out right there. Maybe a little something right here. And come off there like that. And kind of like that. You guys can't really see that, but I'll show you. All right. Kind of like so. I think it's better. Got some heavy duty colors going in there. See, you don't have to throw them out. You just need to play with them a little bit. Yeah, well, I think we're going to have to go ahead and maybe do a Sassy meets Bert or something. Bert's Bigfoot, just so you know. But I think we're good. I close my paints. I'll take off my glove, and I think we're going to call it. Thank you all for coming to visit. It's been an hour and 45 minutes. That's a pretty long time for me to paint. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This one was a mess, and it's way better than it was. So basically, we've straightened up. Let's take the green spot off there. We straightened out that one pretty good. We straightened this one out pretty good. Got all that brightness out of here. Put some color in there. And just because Nell wasn't here, we're going to show her last night's creation that I recreated today. I redid this today now, before you got here. You know me, I don't do flowers much, but hey, we'll give it a shot. We'll try to do it. And this was a tutorial from Karen Underwood. That's who it was. One of Anthony's people that do that online painting stuff. And I think that one came out pretty cool. That's a pretty deep thought for me as far as painting flowers go. So I think maybe I'll maybe do a few more. But thank you everyone for coming. I do appreciate you stopping by. Madonna, Nell, Shane, Chrissy. I know JCT was here. Rosemary was here. Diana was here. If I missed any, Cosmina was here. I can't really tell who I missed. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I really try to say hi to everybody when I can. Remember to look up. That's the problem, is you get painting and you kind of get zoned into where you're going. I said hi to Shane. Just double checking to make sure I didn't miss anybody, because JCT I was very happy to see. Oh, I think it was Judy came in. Stop by. If I remember right, I'm not there yet. Yep, Judy stopped by. So thank you so much, everybody. And as always, enjoy life. You never know. Especially now. Just be safe. Wash your hands. Take care of each other. And I will see you guys soon. Take care. Thanks, Nell. Yeah, that one's out of there. That one's out of my comfort zone, that's for sure. I always forget to shut this thing off. I know, Christian, I know. I'm out of here. We fixed it. Yep. Take care.